here to tell you my cancer story. So, a few years ago, 2010, I was diagnosed with T-cell lymphoma, and I got chemotherapy, and I got radiation, and I had 3 years of chemotherapy, and I got involved with DM through there, and I'm going to have my mom tell you the rest.
Hi everyone, I have the true honor of being Ava's mom, and so she was diagnosed in 2010 on Christmas Eve here at Shands UF, and it was after about 4 months of being undiagnosed or misdiagnosed, and so it was quite the shock that we were now being faced with a cancer journey, but we began here at Shands. We're just happy to be able to be here, so a mass is a little thing. But we got right involved with DM, and that was our first year, was 2011. And then we were involved for years. And Ava got through her treatment. She was a survivor and continued getting follow-up care at Shands and was healthy and happy and active and off treatment for 6.5 years. Continued to get follow-up treatment or follow-up care and was closely monitored and was considered cured. She is cured of lymphoma, and we moved to Pennsylvania in 2016, and during that time she was just being a normal kid. Trying to fit in and being in school, active, played lacrosse, and loving on her family and her pets and just enjoying life. In 2019, her brother and I, along with Ava, decided to move back to Florida from Pennsylvania, and we just missed home. We consider you guys home, we consider Gainesville home. And right before leaving in July, Ava decided to stay in Pennsylvania with her dad, and it was quite a shock, and it was a difficult time for all of us because 6 months later, she began showing symptoms of something being very, very wrong. And I knew something was wrong, and it was very difficult to be this far away. She was 17 though, and you know how y'all are at 17. Mom doesn't know everything, but you know she knows everything, and we're not sure what to do because I still want to live life and be normal, but she just got very, very sick and eventually had a brain herniation and had to be life flighted from near where her dad lives to Philadelphia. And she showed up at the Children's Hospital in Philadelphia, completely unresponsive, and they weren't sure, you know, if she was going to live or die in that moment, and then she coughed. And in true warrior spirit, Ava was already showing them who was boss, because she was immediately taken into an emergency craniotomy, and they removed 40% of her, or 60% of her tumor. She has 40% remaining. And she was diagnosed with terminal brain cancer called glioblastoma. And glioblastoma was caused by her radiation treatment that she got for lymphoma. So you can imagine that that's a major blow to be back into the cancer world, to be back into chemotherapy and the touch and go of everything. She was in the PICU at CHOP for a week and with a breathing tube in a coma, and she was paralyzed from her shoulder down on her left side for a long time. Ava had to learn how to speak again, Ava learned how to walk again, and she had to learn how to eat again. And she did all of this within a 124-day inpatient stay at CHOP last year. So, we wanted to come back, though, to UF in January of last year, but her father decided to sue me for custody and then tried to have her declared incapacitated and have her committed to a state-run facility. And so we were in this legal battle that I can't even begin to describe the unnecessariness of it, in addition to what we were dealing with as a family, wanting to get back home because her brother and her older sister were here. So on Ava's 18th birthday, we got her on an airplane. They were here now. And the following week, because our doctors at Shands are beloved doctors, are family to us, and they saved her life the first time, and they saved our family and our life the second time. And she was immediately given a neurological exam to prove her capacity. And, of course, passed it with flying colors. All 3 hours, and the doctor was just blown away at what she had been through last year and where she was at that point in June she's a miracle, and it's nothing short of just incomprehensible that anyone would want to keep her from that growth. And where we are now, and the improvement that she has had since we have been back with her doctors, the people who love her, the nurses who love her, remembered her, basically had a welcoming home party for her. You know, you never want to walk into an oncology unit, but you do here when you've been involved with them for 10 years, and they are as loving and as awesome as our doctors at UF are. In fact, Ava, tell them what you did in December to close it up.
I have decided I graduated in December from high school. And my oncology doctor gave my commencement speech at my graduation. I am off treatment now. I am not doing chemo anymore. And I'm living my life to the fullest.
But just one last thank you to you guys and our previous Dance Marathon family, who I know is watching. Who we are still in touch with and love so much. The impact that you all are making, trust me when I tell you, it lasts for years, decades, a lifetime. The impact that you're making at our hospital is real, and it is our lifeline. And we just want you to really feel that impact, because it's not just us. We know thousands of families that you've impacted with the money that you're raising, and it is that important. Someday you'll have children, and you might be in the same situation, and because of the money that you're raising, we will just have that much more to be able to save kids, to be able to improve lives. So thank you, thank you, thank you, and don't ever give up. Just keep going. It's what we all have to do.
Thank you, everyone.